pag-uusapan po natin ngayon ay none other than Squid Game 3.
For our writer to have already put in so much of these things, so many, commentaries na on the first season, and then makapaglagay ka pa ng twist na ganon. Parang, damn, you thought about this a lot. Alam mo yun?
Girl, di ba nga naubusan siyang ngipin? Tama ba? Di ba yung nangyari sa kanya? Di ba parang dahil sa sobrang stress niya sa na to, sa show na to. 1, 2, sarang! Hey!
Annyeong, this is Pia.
Hi, this is Monica.
What's up, everyone? This is Trency, and welcome to another episode of 1, 2, sarang! Woohoo!
Hello! Welcome!
Hi, guys! Kamusta kayo? Char.
Mahal
Okay.
kita.
Mahal ko kayo. I have a question for you guys. Speaking of love. Wow, speaking of love, guys. So what small moments or glimmers, or I guess for some people, moments of feeling, love in your day, in your day-to-day lives, make you feel hopeful about the world? Especially during this very tumultuous times, I guess. I'll start. May kwento na lang muna, may story. May story, okay. Hindi naman siya story, but rather like, kunyari, if I'm feeling like a little bit down, alam mo yon, or like it's too stressful in the day, ganyan. Talagang the ones that give me like the glimmers or small moments that make me feel happy or make me look forward to like the day or, things, that are better in the day. Are my cats, actually.
Aww.
So whenever, for example, I'm working, ganyan, and then stress, ganyan, you're just so focused on this, and you're like, ang daming nakalagay sa shoulders mo, responsibilities and stuff. And then one of them comes up to me. Tapos yung nakaupo lang ako dito, tapos gaganon siya. Tapos magngangawa siya. I feel like, alam mo yun, na sobrang, I feel good na may ganon akong mga moments. And then they look up at me with this very innocent eyes and sharp claws. So yun. So, those little moments really make my day and make me feel hopeful. Like, alam mo, these cats, they just make me feel happy and hopeful about the world. Na, alam mo yun, in the small things in your daily life. Na parang, alam mo yun, may mga ganong mga moments lang. Ayun.
Yeah.
So, what are yours?
Love it.
Mine naman, since I just spent a bit of time with her yesterday. I have a little niece. Her name is Luna.
Yeah.
She's
Hi,
a
Luna.
year and a half. Can you believe she's a year and a half years old now? She's walking. She's a blabber.
Cutie.
She's at the stage na ang bilis ng discovery sa kanya, ng pickup, parang ganun. Like, she realizes things immediately and then she recognizes them and it gets stuck in her. Like, she likes yung mga repetitive and then she repeats them. Like, like how any kids
As a
are
sponge.
at that age. Sponge stage siya ngayon.
Yeah.
And I couldn't help but like, I don't know, there was a moment yesterday, so I spent time with her yesterday. There was a moment talaga na parang I felt so hopeful because I'm so excited to what else she's gonna pick up. Alam mo yun, what else she's gonna discover. It's gonna develop. Alam mo yun, parang kasi slowly mo palang nakikita yung personality niya eh. Alam mo yun, nabubuo pa lang siya.
Correct.
And it made me hopeful and parang na-excite ako ba sa years to come. Like, as she grows up. Alam mo yun? So, ganun pala yung pag may anak. Wow. Kasi
nakatikim ka na.
Suddenly talaga, as in, parang first time in a while na ang tagal ko siyang kasama kahapon, na-feel ko talaga na, I wish I get to live a long time so that I can see her grow up. Like, up till the end. Up till the end, hindi naman. Up to a certain
I love that. Yes.
So yun, that makes me happy, that makes me hopeful, and that makes me wanna keep going, basically.
Yeah. I love it.
Ganda. How about you, Pia?
Yung sa akin, yung glimmer ko is actually the community where I live in. I super just love how everybody is here. Parang one time, hindi kasi ako sanay like from based on like where I used to live and things like that. Parang may one time na punta na ako, labas na ako sa elevator. Tapos noon, may isa ding girl na nakastop doon. And then, I just remember that, I left something in the house. So, bumalik ako sa condo, got the stuff. Tapos nung paglabas ko, she held the elevator for me. It's like, you didn't have to do it kasi nakita mo namang bumalik ako sa unit. Tapos nun, stinop talaga niya for me. Parang things like that na parang, yes, we're neighbors but we don't really know each other. But there's so many moments like that here in this community that I super love and parang talagang I enjoy those little things na you do for strangers. Ganon.
Oh, yeah. That's so nice. Oh,
Yeah.
I love it. I wanted to ask that question because what we're going to be talking about today is actually, I guess, quite the opposite of that to a certain degree, but kind of brings you to this realization at the end of the day. Alam mo yun, parang I wanted to start this conversation on a more positive note because in this episode, we're really gonna dive into, I guess, some of the really shitty parts of being a human being.
Yeah.
And yun nga, parang siguro konting pahapyaw lang before we got into this recording. We're actually talking about like the not so good qualities of people, that we've worked with and all that stuff. And that sometimes there are people out there who just want to see the world burn, I guess. Alam mo yun?
Yeah.
And we are, and sobrang dami nun nangyayari. Not just like in our immediate, surroundings, but, marami tayong nakikita nun ngayon sa news and all that. And what we're going to be talking about today is just very reflective of what is also going on in the world. And ang pag-uusapan po natin ngayon ay none other than Squid Game 3, the finale. Yes. Nagtapos na rin po ang isang decades long ba siya? Hindi, decades long yung preparation para mag-end siya. But alam mo yon, so we're finally here at season 3 and we have a lot to talk about and maraming himay-himay po na mangyayari today. So ang ating mga tanong po for today, not just for Pia and Monica, but also for the Sarang Base who are listening right now, talagang let's really go into this show and what it really means. Ang questions po natin are, a lot of people were actually shocked and hurt by this ending. So we want to know kung ano yung mga thoughts natin on it. What are your thoughts, Pia and Monica, on it? And then, I heard someone say na Squid Game is a parable. Parang that's how Koreans, kumbaga, like, it's a normal thing for them, talking through, about life through parable. So the characters are caricatures of people, the games are metaphors of life struggles. So which parts of the show truly reflected reality for you? Diba? May ganun siyang angle. And then since this is the finale, the third and final season of Squid Game, Korean version. Char! So what for you guys is Squid Game's legacy? Yon. And then I have a last question which I will divulge later na lang.
Okay.
Baka kasi meron pa tayong ma-figure out through this conversation. And alam nyo naman dito sa One to Sarang, madaldal po kami and sometimes realize things in the moment as we talk to each other. Diba?
Yes.
So yun. Okay. So but before we get into these questions, syempre magkukonting fun facts lang tayo. Alam ko naman na most of you guys who are listening to us right now, alam nyo na kung anong Squid Game. Alam mo yun, you'll be living under a rock kung hindi nyo alam kung anong Squid Game. As in, underwater ba kayo nakatira kung hindi nyo alam ang Squid Game. Pero siguro quick summary lang para ma-refresh lang ang mga utak natin in line with this discussion. Okay, so quick super short summary, care of ChatGPT. Yes. So, we have Song Gi-hun, played by Lee Jung-jae, is returned to the players' dormitory by the Pink Guards because we've seen him in season 2 with his failed rebellion and with a lot of people dying. And dun tayo nag-end with season 2. And he is baffled by the actions of the frontman. He is also haunted by the loss of his closest ally, Park Jung-bae, and is even more determined to end the Squid Game once and for all. Meanwhile, the frontman makes preparations for the fourth game, which is possibly the bloodiest game yet. So this season was actually aired in June 27 and it has 6 episodes. And ang mga highlights ng season na to is it's the first ever series to ever rank number 1 in all of Netflix's main 93 markets in its debut week. So once again, Squid Game hit, as in super big hit again. Records are broken and all that. And it is also the most views by a show in its first 3 days. Yan. So talagang inabangan siya ng mga tao. Alam mo yun? Okay. So a quick recap lang of the people behind this. So we have the director-writer Hwang Dong-hyuk, and then the cast, the predominant ones, we have Gi-hun, as I've mentioned, who is 456. We have Lee Jung-jae, frontman is Lee Byung-hun. Detective Wang Jun-ho is Wee Ha-jun, played by Wee Ha-jun. We also have Kang No-ul, who is Soldier 11, played by Park Gyu-young. We have Yoon-ju, who is the trans sergeant, played by Park Sung-hoon. Jun-hee, who is the pregnant woman, number 222, played by Jo Yuri. Dae-ho, who is played by Kang Han-ul. We also have Myung-gi, played by Im Shi-wan. He is Crypto Bro 333. And we have the mag-ina, si Gum-ja, played by Kang A-sim. Yong-shik, the son, played by Yang Dong-gu. And then we have Nam-gyu, who is TOP number 2. TOP number 2 sa notes ko.
I love him.
Played by Ro Jae-won. And finally, we have Gyeong-sok, who is the dad that is being rescued by Kang No-ul, the soldier number 11, played by the very, very pogi Lee Jin-wook. Sad lang na, very minimal ang role niya dito. Pero pogi siya eh. Kaya kailangan ko siya i-mention. Yes, it has to be said. Correct ka dyan. Before we really get into the gist of this conversation, gusto ko lang balikan yung aming previous episode on Squid Game 2. This is episode 115 sa mga Sarang Base na gustong makinig ng aming thoughts on Squid Game 2 naman. So, it's episode 115. Kasi sa episode na to, we actually made predictions.
Correct.
About season 3. So, gusto ko lang balikan
may tumama ako doon.
Ako din. Girl, may tumama din ako doon. Kasi sobrang tuntua ako na tumama ako. Ito. Marami tayong tama at marami rin naman tayong mali. Pero in fairness, tumama tayo sa mga iilan. Okay. So, ang pinakamarami natin tama is, true enough, maraming namatay. So, lahat ng mention natin, namatay po silang lahat.
Spoiler alert, kung hindi pa kayo nanonood, okay, sana nanonood
Ay, sorry.
na kayo bago
Kahit
kayo makinig.
Squid Game 1, alam mo yan.
Oo.
Medyo
Correct na naman
given
sila
na
namatay nun.
Maraming mamamatay.
Oo. Ang sabi ni Monica is, mamatay si Kang Han-ul. True.
Yes.
And she also said na North Korean soldier is pivotal. True. True enough din. Oo. Si Pia, channeling Tablo, said, ang tawag dito, parang
may
they will come
magdadakji
together.
sa US.
At may magdadakji sa US na sobrang tama.
Diba?
Sinabi mo
Sabi
yun?
kasi nga dakji pa rin
Oo.
Oo.
Sinabi
Oh
niya
my
yun.
God.
Tapos sinabi
Pero ang
natin na yun
character
yung...
ko, si Leo DiCaprio.
Oo, si Leonardo DiCaprio.
Sorry,
yung ano niya.
not Kate
Oo.
Blanchett.
Correct. Sorry naman, Kate Blanchett. Ngayon. Tapos, ang sabi pa natin, yun yung entry point. True enough, yun pa rin talaga yung entry point.
Kahit anong bansa.
Kahit anong bansa, dakji pa din. Yes.
Correct.
Correct. And then, ayun, si Pia nga lang, ang sabi niya, pupunta si Lee Jung-jae sa US. Ito rin ating sabi ni Tablo. Tama ba?
Oo,
Yun yung
si
prediction
Tablo
niya.
nagsabi nito. Pinaganda ko lang.
Unfortunately, he died. Ayun. Pero, meron ako nabasa na yun yung alternate ending. Yun yung original ending actually ng director. So, he was supposed to live and then he was gonna go to the US and meet his daughter. Ganon.
Oh.
Pero, dun ako tumama.
Oh.
Tangina talaga, Nostradamus din ako eh. Alam mo yun? So, ang sabi ko is, mamamatay si Lee Jung-jae at makaka-inherit ang anak niya. Kasi ito yung ending na lang talaga na pwede sa kanya mangyari. At tumama ako dun. Tapos, ang sinabi ko pa, ito yung last kong sinabi, tapos sasabog yung island. At sumabog nga yung island! Hindi nga lang in the way that I thought it would. Akala ko kasi sila, it will be a happier ending for everyone. Tapos sila yung magpapasabog ng island. But unfortunately, it was the opposite.
Self-destruct
It was the opposite. Oo, self-destruct pala siya. Yun ang mga endings na pinropose natin na mangyayari, 'di ba? But ito na nga yung ending na nakuha natin. And a lot of people were shocked nga about this ending. Sobrang divided ng madlang people sa season 3 na to. Alam mo yun? At ito pa nga, on Rotten Tomatoes, the third season actually has the lowest user reviews. So 50% voted, splat. Splat, ano ba yun? Splat ba siya?
Yung slime.
Oo.
Rotten.
Oo, slime. Basta, parang ganun. Basta 50% didn't like it. Although yung critics naman are approving of it. Yung mga users lang, yung mga regular people, they weren't really happy about how season 3 ended. So, which brings me to my question. Ano ba ang tingin yung dalawa sa ending na to? What are your thoughts on it?
I honestly felt like the ending was how it should be. Kasi parang trajectory-wise, things weren't... season 2 ended with the rebellion. And then them... kind of being cornered and then someone being shot and alam mo yon, so parang you can already tell na it's a failed rebellion, but you know you can't help but feel na hopeful na maybe things can still turn around, you know, in the third season. Hindi siya nangyari. I feel like kaya maraming disappointed yung mga tao kasi hindi siya happy ending. Yun lang yung thoughts ko. But essentially, I feel like kung ano yung nangyari sa season 3, parang kung titingnan mo kasi yung parang intention ng creator of the series. Pinapakita niya kasi yung dumi ng mundo, yung dumi ng humanity, alam mo yun.
Yes, correct.
And basically, he stuck with, madumi ang humanity. Parang walang hope. And I can feel, I would kind of get a sense why people would kind of be like, that sucks. Because, you know, you still want the good guy to win. Alam mo yun?
That's true. Oh, especially in this day and age where, you know, you kind of want a win for the good guys.
Yeah. And everyone loves, like, that. What do you call that? What's a term? Yung the underdogs to win.
Underdog
diba?
story, yes.
But I can also sense na, I guess, kasi nung season 2, there was a bit of a recap on how the games were a little bit exciting. Alam mo yun, mas mas nakaka-threaten. Alam mo yun, mas hindi ka nakakahinga. Ito, yung sa third season, na-feel ko pa rin naman siya. Pero hindi siya as hindi siya as impactful. Ako nga, ang mas na-feel ko siya, instead of impactful, mas na-feel ko yung trauma. Kasi, mas obvious that they were repeating the arenas, diba? I think I mentioned this in the second season already. That they just repeated the space. And then just changed up the games, you know. Which is smart, because, they can't keep on rebuilding arenas all the time. So every time a new game would pull up, in an island, every time a new game would begin, mas sumisikip yung dibdib ko kasi mas nagpa-flashback sa akin yung nangyari sa season 1. Like, when they were in that maze thing, kasi that was intense.
Yes,
that was like
yung
the
hide-and-seek game.
Yung hide-and-seek game. Kasi yun yung arena na mga houses. Yung Reply 1988 houses. Kung saan namatay si...
Yung marbles.
Anong pangalan niya? Yung character ni
Yung mastermind.
Hoyon.
Si
Diba,
number
dun siya
1.
So yun.
Si number 1. Number 1 nga pala siya. Parang, I thought that was a very, very traumatizing death. A traumatizing scene. Episode. So, them being back in that area, parang sumakip dibdib ko. Instead of focusing on what's gonna happen on these characters. Kind of felt like that. And then on that final game, when they were in the circle, the square, triangle, circle, mali ba ata yung order ko? Yung towers.
Yes.
I think that's where they did in season 1, that's where they did the
Tug of War. The Tug of War.
And I thought that Tug of War game was the most intense out of all the season 1 games. Like, I cried. I was really crying in that episode. So being back in that space, I was just fearful of what was gonna happen. But not so much into what's happening in the characters that's happening in season 3. Parang may ganun akong na-feel. Yeah. Na hindi ko nga alam if that's actually a good thing. But I guess, on that note, it also felt like I'm not as attached to the characters kasi, in general.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unlike
Oo.
nung season 1, no, from beginning to end, I was attached to their stories. And I had someone, I was rooting for someone. Yung mga characters
Yeah.
for this one, for 2 and 3. Siguro yung 2 kasi forgivable dahil parang after a few years, it's back and then you're trying to get to know them again. And then there's a promise that there's a third season coming. So you kind of have this hopeful thing na, oh, I'm gonna get to know more about them. But I didn't in season 3. So, by the time the games ended, I wasn't really rooting for anyone deeply. Alam mo yun.
Yes.
Of course, I
Yes.
didn't want this and that to die and stuff like that.
Oo.
Pero wala akong deep, oh my God, I can't, she can't die. Like, it's devastating if she dies or when she dies. Wala akong ganun na na-feel.
Yeah.
So, yeah, yun yung feelings ko on that. On
Even-
your question.
Even nung dun sa hide and seek game, did you feel like any parang emotional investment on these characters?
Why? Why sa hide and seek?
Kasi that's when most of them died. Parang, kasi after nun, kasi
Yeah.
parang lahat ng mga good, I mean the characters that you parang associate goodness with, so yun yung parang, syempre yung mga taong gustong manalo, parang they weren't able to reach the end eh. Alam mo yun, parang the end had like all the quote-unquote bad guys na lang left behind. And Lee Jung-jae. And the
Yeah.
baby.
And the baby.
And the baby. Parang I didn't feel so much on hide and seek, but I was so amazed at the concept of the game. Like,
Gets.
like the idea na there would be doors na kailangan you need all 3, meaning hindi pala to solo thing.
Yes.
This whole
Oo.
journey isn't a
Ganda
solo
nga nun.
flight thing. It's a teamwork.
Yeah.
Alam mo yun. Plus that shaman is like, oh man, there's really may mga ganyan talaga sa mundo, no? Like,
Correct.
like kailangan, alam mo yun, like they lead people, and they lead people pa thinking na,
Correct.
I'm
Naku!
listening to the spirits of those who
Philippines.
died in this room, blah, blah, blah. Diba? It's so a religion. I mean, it's so, wow. So, but yun nga, but still, I was breaking down those stereotypes instead of their character. So, alam mo yun, it's like, so I know
Gets.
them but I don't. So,
Gets.
hindi
I agree.
wala akong attachment.
Yeah.
Like, meron akong commentary, pero wala akong
Agree.
attachment.
Yeah.
Correct. Totoo. Parang actually, I kind of remember na, even with season 2, that's what I felt coming into season 2, na parang, season 1 really, parang tao sila. Parang, more, I mean, you can sense na it's a metaphor nga of what's going on in society and everything, but like, they still portrayed the people as people, not as symbols. Alam mo yun?
Yeah.
So that's why it's even more heartbreaking.
Yeah.
And the deceit that happens towards the end is even more, alam mo yun, frustrating and, alam mo yun, infuriating. So, I mean, yun. Totally agree with what you're saying. Same sentiments. How about you, Pia?
Yung
What
sa
are your
akin,
thoughts?
I guess listening to Mon, parang okay, now everything makes sense in my head. Admittedly, I kinda just half-watched season 3. Tapos na-realize ko, kasi nga, wala nga akong attachment sa characters. Parang when Mon was saying that, parang, okay, so maybe that's the reason why. And ang dami kasing mga butas na ang hirap palampasin din for me, na parang, kaya parang yung ending, parang kebs lang ako, parang K, parang ganun lang. I'm not really like part of like super happy about it or super sad about it. Parang,
Yeah.
parang ganun lang yung feeling ko sa ending niya. And yun nga, kasi nga yung mga characters, parang, I feel like season 3 focused so much on the gore of the games instead of building kung sino-sino nga tong mga taong to. Like, even if, yun nga, syempre parang you know a little bit na parang syempre there's a trans woman na, and then there's this Lola who is struggling. Parang, actually, dun yung mga parts na bumitaw ako na parang, kaya mong patayin yung sarili mong anak? Saan yun ang galing?
gets
Yung mga ganun,
yun.
parang,
Hindi
ba
ko
parang-
gets yun.
Sobrang hindi ko gets.
Pinakamalaking question ko.
Di ba?
Oo,
Na
oo.
parang, although may nabasa ako na parang in Korea, kasi ganun daw yun kapag, if you parang, there are women who are in society, I guess in the olden times, if you have given, parang kung ikaw yung naging parang midwife, somebody giving birth. So, basically, parang nagiging responsibility mo na rin daw yung baby na yon. More so, na kung yung sarili mo daw anak, nanganganak na, mas may responsibility ka na ngayon dun sa anak na parang you brought to the world versus sa sarili mong anak. Na parang, But then, I had to read something else for me to understand that. Parang maybe there should have been something there in the story that showed me, obviously, a baby is very important and we have to protect it. Pero yung ganun biglang shift, basta yung mga ganung mga bagay na I guess sobrang lacking sa storytelling in this season. Kaya ang hirap din sakyan. And then parang yung mga villains na, yun nga, towards the end, puro villains na lang yung mga nandun. Parang isa lang dun kasi yung villain na nakilala natin from the start, I guess.
Oo,
Tapos
si
parang
100.
lahat sila, diba? Tapos lahat sila parang carbon copy na lang niya.
Correct.
Bakit ganun?
Oo.
Hindi ko sila naiintindihan. Parang nakaka-irita sila. Yes. Ano na So parang focus na lang tayo sa, parang, I don't know, I guess it focused so much on, nagawa na natin yung mga games na iba. So gawin pa natin yung iba pang klaseng game dito. Parang yun yung feeling ko na nangyari dito na, puro games. Parang gets na natin na madaming games na nangyayari dito. Pero yun nga, I guess yung when I was listening to Mon, yun yung disconnect. Kasi hindi ko naintindihan yung mga character nila. Tapos yun nga, dun sa hide and seek, ang daming namatay. Parang medyo, parang ganun lang yung feeling ko versus again, yung sa season 1, nung mga, dun nga sa Reply 1988 set, ang bigat, ang sakit, lahat ng mga deaths na ramdaman mo. Parang dito, parang, okay. Parang ganun na yung feeling ko. Kaya parang, I don't know, season 3 for me was just a mess in that regard. Kaya parang I kind of like just half-watched it.
Like, super gets. Parang like, totally understand nga na parang like, it's become, yung disconnect nga with the character, sobrang wala. Alam mo yun? Ang dami rin kasi. Alam mo, I think we also talked about this in season 2. And like, season 3 naman din is the continuation of season 2. So I guess, kaya parang tuhog talaga yung issues natin with the storytelling with season 2 dito. For me, ang dating sa akin talaga nitong past 2 seasons, especially this season 3 is, parang mas naging symbolical lang talaga lahat. Alam mo yun?
Yeah.
Parang like everyone, except I guess for Lee Jung-jae, who still has, kailang kasi may tao pa din dun eh. Alam mo yun? Who people can kind of like latch on to. Although medyo shaky pa din yung characterization niya, I guess, towards this. May mga moments sa parang like, hala, siya ano nangyayari? And parang things were just happening so fast. May ganong moments. Especially at the start for me. But, ako, mas gusto ko to kesa sa 2. Gets ko na, the characters aren't human enough para ma-attach ka to. Pero for some reason, parang like, I guess siguro, Korean ako ng past life ko. Cheka!
Naintindihan mo.
Akala ko European.
Naintindihan ko yung problema nila. Alam mo yan? Parang ganun. Pero parang yun nga, ano siya, parang it's very, yun nga, parang metaphorical na lang siya. And like, may mga moments na natuwa pa rin ako still. Gets ko naman why people are so divided by it. Sobrang agree din with what Mon said na parang like, I guess people were really expecting that happy ending. Alam mo yon, parang you're rooting for someone. Alam mo yon, parang like, ayaw natin bad guy manalo. Pero sobrang agree din naman ako na parang hindi realistic na the hero will always win.
Yeah.
But I also think that at some level, he also won still. Alam mo yon, he still managed to get his point across. And kung meron mang sliver of humanity si frontman, na-prove niya or na-ignite niya yon to a certain degree. Although, some people are still questioning kung ano yung intentions ka ni frontman towards the end.
Yun pa yung isang nalito ko, pero again, half-watch, so enlighten me. Kasi diba si frontman, parang napaka anticlimactic pa nung pag-reveal niya kay, kay Lee Jung-jae. Di ba yung parang, ako to. Ito na, bibigyan kita ng chance.
Medyo anticlimactic nga yun.
Ang labo na parang that should have been a moment because that is one of those relationships that had so many layers. Tapos parang nalito pa ako na, ito, bigyan na kita ng chance para para maprotektahan mo si baby or something. Tapos, ito naman si Lee Jung-jae did not get that chance. Parang, kasi nga, although there was a flashback na I'm not that kind of person, di ko sila kayang patayin. Pero parang, nalito lang ako dun sa buong thing din na yun na parang, ano nangyayari? Pero syempre sa game, kaya mo silang patayin. Pero ito na nga, may chance ka, you just wanna protect the baby at the end of the day, yun yung pinaka, parang naging thesis nitong buong season na to. Tapos di mo pa rin gagawin. Ewan ko, basta parang ang anticlimactic lang sa akin ng buong scene na yun na, ang labo. Pero again, half-watch. So baka may mga na-miss nga ako.
Pero as in, sobrang agree. Nung pumasok yung scene na yun, nagulat ako na hindi pala alam ni Lee Jung. Parang, hindi pala niya alam na siya si frontman.
Hindi niya alam.
Parang like,
Kaya
nga, hindi nga niya alam. Pero parang it was, kumbaga yung reveal was so half-baked, I guess. Na parang like, you kinda have to like step back a little bit and be like, oh nga no, hindi nga pala niya alam na siya yun.
Diba?
Parang
And it
ganun.
should have been a moment.
It should have been a moment. Parang kumbaga hindi enough na parang na-shock look si Lee Jung Jae. Alam mo yun?
Oo.
Yung ganun. Hindi
Oo.
enough na yon. Alam mo yun, there could have been something more
But
pa
in
to
general
it.
kasi, sobrang flat ng frontman character for me. I mean, like,
Totoo.
meron siya kapatid na hinahanap siya. Tapos yung former boss niya, so na-inherit niya yung business na to. Tapos nagpretend siya maging player. Tapos I mean, alam mo yun, parang ang daming ano ka ba talaga? Tapos wala
Oo.
namang hint na like na-consume siya ng greed or anything.
Oo.
Alam mo yun,
Oo.
walang ganon.
Oo.
He's just a front man. So, and he's not, well, maybe you can like decipher it as that's like the most evil of them all, that kind of people. But it didn't even feel that way. Alam mo yun?
Exactly. Yes.
He just felt like that. Alam mo yun?
Oo.
Parang wala
Oo.
akong makonclude na anything about him. And
Correct.
that's why
Kasi magkaka-spin-off daw siya, doon na daw i-reveal lahat.
Kate
Yun
Blanchett.
ang sabi nila. Oo. Oo.
Sabi
Kasi,
nila?
Parang
Magkakaroon pa?
I mean, hindi naman la sinabi, pero parang it's being played around in the
Parang I did read up
internetverse.
that there is going to be a Western version. I'm not so sure kung very credible yun. And I didn't
Hindi pa siya
super-
sure. Hindi pa
Oo.
naman daw sure yun. Oo. Walang
Okay.
I'm
confirmation.
sure nakarely siya sa success nito. So,
Likely. Oo.
now that, I don't know, there are mixed reviews, I don't know what they're gonna do. But then again, you know, I mean, a lot of Hollywood things get remakes kahit na hindi mo alam kung bakit. Alam mo yun?
Correct. Tama
So,
din.
hindi pa rin ako masa-surprise if they do.
Yeah.
End of the day, it still broke records. May mga moments ba kayo dun sa, parang like generally kasi I guess when we're talking about it now, it feels like parang we're kind of really on the fence about it. Alam mo yun? Although ako personally, it was okay for me. It's something na when I watched it, parang dire-diretso ko naman siya napanood. Alam mo yun?
Yeah.
Pero, setting that aside naman, parang yung mga thoughts natin earlier, parang may mga moments ba in this show na parang that you really enjoyed naman?
Meron nga ba?
Ako, there was one na dito ko talaga parang like, naiyak. As in, and I guess siguro dahil may mother angle din siya. As in, yung story kasi talaga, I guess of all the characters there, parang sa kanya ako pinaka nag-latch on to emotionally. Because I feel like maybe her story and the son's story were like a little bit more fleshed out to me. Parang ganun. And there were two moments dito sa story na to. Yung kay Halmony, kay si Gumja. Kay Gumja tsaka Youngshik. So when she, yun nga, unfortunately had to kill her son. Although hindi pa nga daw siya patay, sinaksak lang niya. Kasi pumatay naman eventually, di ba, yung mga guards. Tapos nun, parang so when she was holding her son, in the background is yung prego girl, si Junhee, holding her own child. So I just like that kind of juxtaposition, I guess, tama ba yung term ko, of things. And it was just
Especially
so
giving birth to end of life. Parang ganun.
end of life, diba?
The
And then
beginning,
cut to, so sa next scenes when they were back in the dorm rooms, quote-unquote dorm rooms, and then she was talking to Gihon about what just happened, and then she said na parang, ito yung backstory nung nilang dalawa ng mag-ina na parang, yung anak niya, si Youngshik, para actually tried to take his life because of like, you know, life struggles and stuff. And she was the one who brought him to the hospital. And then, dun yun na-realize na I will have to do everything to make sure that he's gonna be okay. Kasi when he tried, before he tried to kill himself, she was so hard on him. And then, yun yung nag-push quote-unquote to him to try to off himself. Alam mo yun. And then, that's when she told herself na I will try my very, very best to make sure that he lives. And then, she told him na, oh, the irony of it all, na I was the one who had to eventually do that to him.
Yeah.
And I really, really loved that scene because she is so good here. I'm not like the biggest fan of her in the K-dramas that I've watched her in. Pero tangina, ang galing niya talaga dun sa scene na yun. Alam mo yun, parang like, it wasn't asking, yung performance niya, she wasn't asking to be like, alam mo, maawa ka. Alam mo, walang ganun eh. Parang matter of fact na lang yung sinasabi. And sobrang love na love ko yung scene na yun. Parang, alam mo yung gets ko naman na parang yung tanong kanina na parang, why would you do that to your own son? And I guess it's also the question that she is posing to herself. Like, why the fuck did you do that to your own son? Alam mo yun? You tried to protect him, but end of the day, you didn't. Alam mo yun? And yung reading ko na lang as to why she did that to him. And in the greater scheme of the story is, the child is the hope eh. In the greater scheme of what this whole world is, parang, you keep that hope alive. Parang, and that's why Gi-hun also parang decided na this child's life is, more precious than mine. And I've done my time. I've already committed grave acts. Alam mo, and this child is innocent. Bakit mas importante yung buhay ko sa isang buhay ng inosente?
Whether in, like her saying na I'm going to protect him from doing harm. Nung time na yon, he was hysterical na eh. Like, all he wanted to do was to kill the baby. Kill the baby kasi yung baby yung weakest. Because basically, he can't kill anyone else, right? And he was running out of time. He has to kill or else he'll be killed.
Yes.
So he was kind of going hysterical, going mad. Kumbaga, wala na siya sa tamang isip. Baka nga naman, na-recognize nga yun ng mom. And then decided to off him na lang. Because, I mean, it is torture if you think about it. Imagine him, she was describing, wow, ngayon ko lang na-realize. She was describing to Gi-hun na he's kind of on the weaker side, growing up. So, hindi siya magaling sa decisions and stuff like that. So, I guess she recognized that he was in that, na he was gonna make a decision that wasn't good. So instead of him committing something horrible, she did that na lang to her son because she's also protecting him. Parang may ganong angle na pwede natin isipin.
Magandang reading din yun. Parang alam mo yun. It's her way of making sure na he doesn't go to the dark side. And she always did that. Alam mo yun, all throughout the seasons, parang she always gave him the opportunity to not be the one at fault. Parang siyang nagsiswitch. Tama ba? Parang she always makes sure that she's there to protect him. I guess, as a mother, parang di ba she was also offering herself na parang ako na yung patayin mo. Pero ayaw nga naman niya kasi nanay niya siya, di ba? Pero parang, what is the bigger sacrifice? To die for him or to make the decision, decision to off him? Diba?
Yeah.
And that's why she also killed herself end of the day.
Yeah.
Kasi parang she couldn't stand with that thought. Those are my moments na parang whoa, ganun sa akin. How about you guys? Ano yung parang medyo highlight nyo for the show?
Hindi siya highlight for me, pero parang realize ko lang din. Kasi, nung first Squid Game, si Gi-hun was affected sa deaths ng friends niya. But they were friends whom he made in the game. Kumbaga, sila yung mga allies niya na eventually he had to kill in order to survive. So he was in survival mode. Pero first time, because he had a friend, diba, in season 2 who was killed because of him.
Yes.
So, first time mong makita yung ganong emotion from him. Kasi parang medyo consistent yung deaths. Like, first season, second season. Yung mga deaths, how it affected him. Consistent na wala. I mean, any shock and feeling helpless na hindi na makatulong, alam mo yon. But it became personal suddenly.
Yes.
Because that was his friend. And it was his fault. Because the rebellion was his idea.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, I thought that was, wow, naisip pa nila to. Alam mo yon. Parang kaya pala naglagay sila ng friend sa game. Because suddenly, it's different. So it's kind of like how in the world, sometimes you make mistakes, but it's extra horrible when friends and family are involved. Parang ganon.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
I thought that was, wow, that hits pretty deep. Alam mo yun?
Yeah.
Sobrang catalyst din siya as to how he's gonna react, diba? In this season. Parang, if that had not happened, parang season 3 would have been a completely different story.
Yeah,
Altogether.
kasi parang after failed rebellion, tas more people died because of him.
Correct.
Paano reaction niya? Alam mo
Yeah.
yun? So parang at least nagkaroon siya ng arco. Kasi after that, suddenly, he was stunned. And then he finds out that Hanul was the reason why they didn't get bullets. And then suddenly, he went red. Alam mo yun? He just wanted revenge. So, you get a lot more of the character, of the human in him na hindi lang puro good. Kasi, you know, I mean, even Gion's character naman, he comes in, alam naman natin na kaya naman siya na-involve sa games, casino, ang dami niyang utang, kasalanan, etc. Pero, with that, rage, all of a sudden, nakapagpakita sila ng isa pang human emotion, parang something that a human would react
Yeah.
to. Parang ganun.
Correct.
So, I thought that was, wow. I mean, for a writer to have already put in so much of these things, so many, you know, commentaries na on the first season, and then makapaglagay ka pa ng twist na ganun. Parang, damn, you thought about this a lot. Alam mo yun?
Girl, di ba nga naubusan siyang ngipin? Tama ba? Ano ba yung nangyari sa kanya? Di ba parang like, dahil sa sobrang stress niya sa show na to.
Pero imagine, like, to what extent, like, yung dami nang na-include niya on, like, how humans are. Like, ang dami niyang naipasok. Parang, in fairness, like, props to him. Even if it wasn't fleshed out as well this season,
yeah,
still, concept-wise, still pretty stunning. Alam mo yun?
Yeah. How about you, Pia?
Sa akin, ang highlight ko si Siwan. Kasi in love ako sa kanya.
Alam mo,
Period.
ngayon ko lang nakita na pogi nga siya.
Sobrang pogi niya. Crush na crush ko siya. Ever since, as a huge fan of all his
Baka
work. Pero ito
lumalabas
kasi,
yung kapugian niya kasi medyo dangerous siya ngayon.
yun nga eh. Kasi parang yung mga sa napapanood ko sa kanya, laging parang innocent, pero may pagkatsundere lang, ganon. Ito kasi yung parang may lumalabas na evilness. As in, sobrang, my God.
What does it say about you, girl?
So hot. I know.
Tapos, diba, towards the end pa, suddenly he had command of the game. He
Exactly.
twisted everything.
Na parang,
And then he had that power, he had those in his eyes na parang,
yes. Sobrang strong nung acting niya doon. And I guess isa pa yun sa, gets ko kasi yung journey niya, na parang, kasi isa dun sa mga games na sobrang iritang-irita ako, yung sa Circle Square, that tower thing.
Yeah, yung magko-cross.
Kasi parang, hindi ko maintindihan na lahat ng mga lalaking to gustong patayin yung baby. Ewan ko parang sobrang disconnect yun sa akin eh. Kasi tatay pa sila. Yung ganon, parang talaga ba? Like, isn't one character enough na siya lang yung may sobrang gustong patayin yung baby tapos i-convince yung iba? Pero hindi eh. Same page silang lahat. Papatayin natin yung baby. Yung ganon. At least si Siwan, medyo clear na parang, parang from a father tas until to parang survival, lumabas pa rin yung pinaka, hindi, I'm all about myself. Parang may ganon. Pero parang yun, anyway, iritang-irita lang doon sa buong thing na yun. Talaga, lahat, ang instinct natin, pumatay ng baby. Hindi ko maintindihan. Pero anyway, yun yung parang pinaka-moment din ni Siwan sa akin na, hay, ang pogi. Tapos parang kahit, di ba parang favorite pa nila yung mga shot na kapag namatay, meron talagang shot na patay ako, may dugo.
Correct.
Let's do a close-up with the blood and the eyes, lifeless eyes. Pero yung gano'n ni Siwan, parang, pogi, yes. Yung mga thoughts ko. As a half-watcher and like, irritated with this season. Ayun lang. Hi,
Gusto ko
Siwan.
actually, sa Ken yung scene na yun. Honestly, actually, it's one of my, parang yung mga sobrang tumama sa akin na scene. Yung nag-aaway-aaway sila kung anong gagawin nila sa bata. Kasi parang sobrang siya sa akin, may theatricalness siya for me.
Yeah.
Para siyang Waiting for Godot. May ganun siyang vibe. Alam mo yun? Na parang hindi talaga sila tao at this point. They're just parang symbols of the people that we hate. Alam mo yun? Kung kulang na lang maging sila, may isang baboy, may isang buwaya, alam mo yun? Kulang na lang magbago rin sila ng anyo. And yung pinag-uusapan nila kung paano nila siya papatayin or alam mo yun, anong gagawin nila dun sa bata. Parang sobrang nag-chills ako dun ng slight. Kasi parang ako like, tangina, alam mo yun, parang, you go through Instagram and then, especially like, I guess, was it a year ago, 2 years ago, And all you see are like people bombing each other. Alam mo yun? Gaza and stuff. And then kids. And you know that the people bombing these kids also have kids. Alam mo yun?
Yeah.
But then end of the day, they prioritize themselves and their kin. Alam mo yun? And whatever, alam mo yun, twisted belief they have. That they are better than these people. That they have more needs than these people. Alam mo yun? They're greedier. Alam mo yun? They want more power and all that stuff. Kaya parang shivers yun talaga for me. Kasi parang tangina totoo yan eh. Alam mo yun, may mga tao talaga sa mundong to na kahit na alam nila na sobrang daming inosenteng tao. Hi, former president. Alam mo yun, na gagawin nila lahat kasi for the good of certain people. I like that scene and it's so infuriating. And it's infuriating in a good way because it makes you angry at the system that you are in.
Yeah.
And the society that you are in. That it allows people to be like this.
Yeah. Super gets. As in, ewan ko nung sinasabi mo, parang bigla akong nagka-flashback ng sa Bible when they wanted to kill all the baby boys because they were threatened. Pero parang again, half-watcher, so apologies na lang. Pero kasi parang usually when moments like this, like when there's war and things like that, usually parang you come in blind. Parang coming from orders, kaya ka nang papatay ng kahit sino. I'm not saying that that's okay. I'm just stating facts. Pero dito kasi, kumbaga, kilala, quote-unquote, nila yung baby. Kasama nila, ganun-ganun. Kaya parang sobrang disconnect sa akin na, talaga ba? Kaya parang yun yung, again, bumabalik na naman sa mga character na hindi na flesh out.
Yeah.
Baka yun na naman nga.
Pero for me naman, it made sense. Because at the end of the day, the baby was the weakest. Plus, they kept on repeating, wouldn't it be easy? What's a baby gonna do with all this money? Parang
patay pa yung nanay niya, diba?
So parang they, tas yun pa yung nakakatakot actually. Because they were in the guise of, no, I'm actually helping you out. So let's kill the baby. Because I will be helping you out.
Correct.
So that made me angrier. Alam mo yun?
Correct. Yun nga. That they can logicalize things. Alam mo yun? Yun yung nakakaloka kasi parang evil
and make
people.
It seem like it's the best idea.
Diba? They can like really flip things around. Alam mo yun? And try to make you agree with them and their twisted mind. So yun nga, as we mentioned earlier nga, parang these characters fleshed out ba or like flat, I guess, as some of them are. Parang when the writer wrote them, it is to really be as caricatures nga of, people, stereotypes of people in our society, and the games as the hardships of it all as metaphors nga of, real life situations. And I think what he's trying to achieve din talaga is for people to think and talk about it. Parang he's mentioned it din naman in a lot of interviews na that's what, at the end of the day, that's what he's trying to achieve din. Alam mo yun. And that's why parang, di ba nga yung may last line dun sa end na parang humans are blank, di ba? Hindi na niya tinuloy kasi parang he wants the ambiguity so people can talk about it. And because like it's so hard to like keep it in one box, the ambiguity makes it for people to really like discuss it and find the answers themselves. So I wanted to ask you guys then, and hoping the listeners will also ponder on this question, kung anong parts nung show really reflected, the realness of reality for you. And I guess to guide in this question, parang like parang BBC News compiled like some comments from Koreans who watched the show. One said, "I feel like Squid Game 3 revealed the true feelings and inner raw thoughts of Korean people." Another one also said, "It reflected reality so well, like how in real life, at work, it's just full of ruthless people ready to crush you. This show nailed it." So, may mga ganun silang mga reflections on the show. Which, are there parts of the show that like really reflected, real life for you?
Sasakyan ko na lang yung sa last thought natin dun sa 12 Angry
12 Angry Men.
Hindi, isa lang 12. 9, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. No, anyway, ang thought ko talaga noon, nung lalo na yung mga moments na yung nakahuddle na sila, nagpaplano and stuff like that. And then, not to mention that the people that they cast there, they're like all the villains
Correct.
of K-dramas.
Totoo!
I don't know. I'm pretty sure like you recognize some of them as goons or
Correct.
something. Tapos yung mga isa kamukha pa ni Mon
Correct.
Confiado. Alam mo
Tama.
Totoo. Sangayon.
As in, parang, damn. Like, you're basically, when I was watching it, I really thought, my God, the most disgusting of the most disgusting men, not the actors, the characters that they were portraying, of course. Sila talaga yung nagsama. At sila yung natira. So, parang yun yung frustration kasi parang, my God, you know how the most evil people, they're the ones who live the longest. So, may ganun akong thoughts nung time. Tapos lahat sila matatanda, ha? Tapos, si 100, siya yung pinaka-vile. Like, at least medyo fleshed out din kasi yung character niya. As in, siya talaga yung tao na talagang, alam mo yun, nanunuro, tapos hindi niya sariling gawa.
Correct. Rides on people's coattails.
But make it seem like it's him.
Oo.
And then actually, shocks na realize ko. So all the time, he gets lucky. Yun yung kakairita. He's always lucky in the games. Like, because for some reason, he always, gets through. But that one moment when they had to gaygaybo. Gaygaybo. Yung, tas dalawa na lang sila. Yung fear sa mata niya na putang ina, baka ako to. Fuck. I thought that was like spectacular mata-mata acting from that guy. From Sir. Because like, that was pretty intense. Like, na-feel ko talaga yung fear. Intense fear for his life. But of course, I still wasn't rooting for him. Pero naramdaman ko talaga yun. Yung takot niya. Pero, nanalo siya po.
Sobrang swerte.
So, parang extra.
Oo.
Diba? May mga ganun talagang tao who can just, like,
ano sabi nun?
not do much.
Yung masasamang
but
damo.
still,
Ano yun?
Mahirap
Ano yung term?
mamatay.
Mahirap mamatay? Yung masasamang damo?
Oo. Mismo. Yun na yun. Siya yun. Siya yung epitome of that. I also thought about how people will disappoint you no matter what. That's what I felt. When Shiwon's character stabbed the trans character, he was actually stabbing out of, hindi siya intentional alam mo yun. Kasi medyo nakita mo naman na sa mga eksenang yun, ang goal niya is to find 222.
Yes.
Kasi nga, protect niya, blah, blah, blah. So, parang may promise. Kahit na syempre, medyo bumaliktad na yung pag-iisip niya and stuff like that. Parang the intention was actually not to kill that person. Pero syempre, it was so devastating for 222 because that trans, what's his name? What's her name?
The name is Yunju.
Yunju. Because Yunju has been pivotal sa survival ni 222. So, it was so devastating for 222. So, suddenly, 333 was the most evil of them all. Kahit na hindi intentional. Alam mo yun? So, I really felt that yung when that was unfolding na parang people are really gonna disappoint you, and then the most painful of them all are the ones whom you hope for more from them.
Yes.
Parang
Because
ganun.
they
Yung
promise.
inaasahan mo.
Alam mo
Parang
yun?
ganun.
Diba? Sila naman nag-set no expectation
Pero,
for you Kasi nag-promise sila na they'll be better.
At the same time, hindi niya rin alam na siya yun. Like, he was just on a stabbing spree, I guess.
Oo.
So, it was a really, really unfortunate. But, ayun, parang may ganun akong conclusion na people will disappoint you. And then finally, yung last conclusion ko, isa sa biggest ko doon is when they turned the baby into the new 222. So that was like, it's always the children who are affected. Like, they are born into these things. Like, alam mo yun. So, kumbaga, minamana nila yung situation.
Exactly.
So, that was so difficult. I thought that was so brilliantly placed in the script. It was so heartbreaking because it's so
That's true.
Dagdag extra.
Yung parang I saw this reading on that too, na parang generational trauma nga. Yung pinakita nila when like the 222 number was passed on the kid. Innocent child taking on the responsibilities of the mother who had died.
It never dies. All these things, like the problems, situations, war, it doesn't die when a person dies.
May to add, parang may nabasa lang ako na parang, I guess this is in relation to life, and in relation to what you said, parang it is a game that we can try to outlive but never fully escape.
Yeah.
And you just pass it on and pass it on
Yeah.
and pass it on and pass it on. Diba?
Yeah.
Hope for the best.
For me, like, one of the things na talagang nag-resonate sa akin, yung sacrifice ni 222 dun sa jump rope cross the bridge game. Na parang, yung moment na yon na, bakit ako naiiyak?
Aww.
Nung nakita na niya na secure na yung baby niya and napagkatiwala na niya sa taong parang nabigyan niya ng trust na alam niyang, okay, my baby is in good hands. And okay na ako. Just as long as my baby's fine. Magla-let go na ako kasi there's no point na magtapang-tapangan pa ako and put my trust in this guy who has disappointed me countless times. So parang tama na yun. I'll just na ako. Goodbye na lang tayo. Parang ganon. I really, like, yun yung isa sa mga moment. I guess I'm also looking for, like, mga hopeful spots kasi puro hopelessness lang eh.
Yeah.
I guess I'm one of those who refuse to believe that people are this bad. Like, I like with what you said about yung mga comment ng mga Koreans, parang I get it, 'di ba? We talked about before na how Koreans are, like, as a nation medyo an angry people. Parang I think I read that somewhere. Tas parang also coming from yung talk ni Guangjin sa KCC Philippines, parang he did talk about how a lot of the things that he was actually able to achieve in life were brought out of either anger or jealousy. Parang yun yung mga nagpupush sa kanya. And that's part of being human, diba? There are negative emotions. I think you shouldn't label emotions as negative or positive. Pero may mga bagay na ganon na that will drive you to Pero parang I would like to believe that there's still a lot of good things and meron, even in the direst of situations, there are still good things to look at and hopeful things to believe in. Yun lang.
Yes, oo. Always look for those light at the...
Because there is one in every person. I refuse to believe that somebody is completely bad.
Yeah.
Sobrang agree.
Unfortunately lang at least for Squid Game, they're placed kasi
That situation.
sila sa situation that their life is at stake. Like, they are gonna die. So, I guess yun yung harshness of it all, na when you are faced in that situation na it's either you live or die, yung masama, yung lumalabas most of the time.
Oo. You always just want to survive.
Oh, shocks. Yeah. Yun yung alala ko lang din pala when yung si 222, when she fell. So, ang ganda lang na yung wallpaper, yung tiles nung baba, ay bulaklak. Yung baby, when Gihon was able to cross the baby na,
yes.
puts the baby girl sa bed
on a bed.
of flowers.
Oo.
So, may ganon na parang flowers.
Correct.
Parang may ganon connection. And I really felt that. And I thought that was beautiful.
Oo nga. Ngayon ko lang na-realize na may ganun pala siyang connection. Alam mo yun? Connecting the mother and the child. Yeah. I really like yung emphasis on the women here. Parang, I don't know, and then with the game ending pa nga with all the men, parang like, you can really feel na parang, until now, it's 2025, parang a lot of times women are still the ones bearing the brunt of the struggle. Alam mo yun? Women, as we've seen in the show, make the ultimate sacrifices most of the time. I guess for me, yung parang sobrang may nag-resonate na scene sa akin dito na parang, and this is coming from a character na hindi naman siya yung parang one of the pivotal ones. So this one is the kid. The one who, siya yung nag-take ng drugs. Di ba? Nakuha niya yung and then he took the drugs, di ba? So
yung
towards
Chrome
the end.
Hearts. Chrome Hearts
Chrome
na
Hearts.
naman kasi.
Yung Chrome Hearts locket. Na may drugs ni TOP. Big Bang.
Na may laman na thumbs.
May laman na thumbs. Sakit pala sa tiyan. Yan pala yun.
Nakaka-hallucinate pala yan. Okay.
Correct. Kain lang ako ng thumb. Thumbs naman ako. Thumbs. So, sobrang, di ba, parang he was the one who was first pushed, di ba? Off the tower dun sa last games. And then, sobrang wild nung part na, so he was like all high and all that. And then, parang, nung, inaano na siya, parang kino-corner na siya to be pushed. Parang, sinisigaw niya, why me? Parang, bakit ako? Alam mo yon, bakit ako? And tangina, alam mo, sobrang nag-resonate sa akin kasi sigaw niyo ng maraming tao sa mundong to. Alam mo yon, just like cursing the gods, their destiny, the people who are cornering them. Like, why me? I did not do anything. Alam mo yun? Parang
Yeah.
like, bakit? I guess siguro, bakit malas ba ako? Pero bakit yun naman ako? Sino ba ng tao pa rin ako? Tapos sabi niya pa, we're not horses. Tama ba? Siya ba nagsabi nun? Hindi. Si Lee
Hindi.
Jung Jae pa nagsabi
Si
nun towards si A.
Ji-hoon yun.
Oh, but I guess, I mean, i-relate ko na lang doon na parang, yun, alam mo yun, hindi, tao siya. I'm a human being. Alam mo yun? And you're treating me as if we're not the same. 'Di ba? So parang, doon ako ng slight, talagang nawafaz ako doon. Kasi parang, innocent din siya eh. 'Di ba? Parang, aside from the baby, I think he's one of the innocent people there. Alam mo yun, one of the ones who have, unfortunately, oo. Parang,
we're there.
yeah, we're there, and parang, who didn't really have a lot of choices. And I mean, ako rin, nakaka-relate din ako minsan na parang sometimes I ask, like, why me? Alam mo yun? Although not to the level of some people, pero you know, yun na lang yung sinisigaw mo sa mundo during times na...
Yeah, I mean, when the problems are intense, like, that's all, sometimes, suddenly, that's all you can breathe out. Alam mo yun? Out of exasperation na parang, oh my God, why is life so hard? Why me?
Oo. Yes.
Lalong-lalo na yung mga pinagbintangang nagda-drugs pero hindi naman at talagang kinuha ang mga buhay nila.
Totoo.
Hi.
Diba?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, actually, diba parang the old men were calling him the junkie.
Oh,
like, let's kill the junkie.
Oo,
Kasi,
correct.
because basically, tinatap na nila kung sino yung mga weakest, ganun. And he's a junkie anyway, so kumbaga useless. But he wasn't a junkie. He was driven to that point lang.
Exactly.
Diba? Like, so, and it was, I thought that was so harsh, but also true. I mean, you know, these people who end up in drugs, sometimes kasi their stories are, they just were cornered to that direction because of whatever, you know, thing that they are experiencing. And then suddenly, they're just labeled na he's just a junkie. So parang naging baliwala yung life niya before that. Before he started taking those thumbs.
Yeah.
So,
and to add, parang it doesn't mean na he's less of a human being.
Exactly.
Alam mo yun? Kung ano man yung label na yun, junkie ka or whatnot, hindi ibig sabihin na parang you don't get the same rights as other people.
Exactly.
Alam mo yun? You're still a person.
Exactly.
And you deserve all those rights.
pwede ko bang may isingit lang dun sa women?
Go.
Like, so, yung question ko rin kasi towards the end, wala na natirang babae.
Wala
yung
naman.
babae,
Oo.
yung baby.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Tapos, pero yung isang pivotal character, si North Korean soldier.
Yes, oo. Let's talk
Yung
about
sabi
her.
ko na she basically was the reason why the father got out. And that's the reason why si Wia Jun was able to find the island kasi nagtagpo sila sa water and stuff like that. So kumbaga, she's a hero in this because she was able to help the mission in the outside and like reveal, and he was able to help the father. But she's still a silent character. It's never revealed out in the world that she did like such a huge part. And nung nagpapa-portrait thing na siya sa dun sa what do you call that?
Portraitist?
Theme
Sa
park. Sa theme park. Like, kahit na nag-hint na have I met you before or whatever, she could have said easily na, yeah, I saved your life. But she didn't.
Yeah.
Like, because sometimes, I mean, don't you feel that as women? Sometimes there are things na, I don't have to say it, basta alam ko sa heart ko, yun na yun. To be fair though, I think at least sobrang hopeful ng ending niya. Like, kahit na siya yung silent heroes in this, there was a hint that maybe her daughter is still alive. So, that was very, very happy. That was a very happy ending for her. And she deserved it. So, at least may ganun.
Sobrang emphasize talaga yung mga mothers dito, no? Parang like, most of the parang primary women, are mothers. Parang, nakakatuwa na may ganung emphasis. But at the same time, I guess, siguro gripe ko na lang na parang like, hindi lang naman yun ang pagiging babae. May iba pang
Exactly.
ways.
Yun nga, ba't
Tayo
walang
shaman.
ibang representation? 'Di ba?
Oo.
Yun na yung
Parang
extreme.
pagkukulang silang ganun.
Oh my God.
Oo.
Speaking of women, you know who my hatest was? That VIP Chinese
Oh
woman
my
na
God!
dinub nila.
Bakit ba dubbed yung
Like,
scene ng lahat ng mga, kasi naubos na yung budget kay Kate Blanchett. Bawal nang mag-hire
Oo.
ng mga actors na marunong mag-English,
Oo.
ganon.
That ruined
I
it.
know.
The
I
VIPs
know.
ruined
Sobra.
it.
Tapos yung may mga commentary pa sa side.
Correct.
Oh, he's the father? Now things are exciting.
Oo, parang like, oy, parang
Diba?
that's not Marvel, that's DC. May ganun pa.
Correct.
Alam mo, hindi, ito iniisip ko honestly, kasi parang it was like really shit writing. Yung part na yon, yung mga, as in yung part ng mga
interjection
VIPs.
nila. Oo.
Pero iniisip ko na lang, okay, sabihin na lang natin na parang hindi intentional to. In my head, intentional na lang siya. Kasi parang hindi ako makapaniwala na kayang gawin yun ng isang writer of his caliber. Alam mo yun? Na yung ganong klaseng writing. Although, ang sabi naman daw nila kasi, the translation daw talaga was really bad. Sometimes they translate pa nga with Google Translate. Parang may ganon ako nabasa.
Why can't they hire
Yeah.
like a real translator?
Ayun nga, Netflix
It's just
naman
a few
sila eh.
scenes. Come on.
Oo. Oo.
Hype ba sila?
But it wasn't even just the...
True.
But it wasn't even just the translation, even the
Exactly.
acting. Like, there was that one man
Oo.
lang. I think yung may balbas. Parang siya lang yung parang medyo may
Correct.
natural
Oo.
na
Oo.
dating.
Yung medyo elderly.
But the rest were
Yung
like...
isa, yung parang
Pero-
yung lalaking mahabang buhok, nakakairita siya eh.
Oh, na parang may accent,
Correct.
parang medyo may pagka-British.
Oo.
I'm a bad
Oo.
person. I'll act like this. I'm
Oo.
drunk.
Diba?
Oo.
Is it?
Niisip ko na lang talaga na sana intentional. But it was, horrible. I feel
Cringeworthy.
like there's a good way of making it intentional.
Correct.
Kasi basically when and they weren't just like side characters.
Correct.
They were there for like 2,
Exactly.
3
Oo,
episodes.
Oo.
So they were pivotal because, they're the other side. They're the ones who are paying for the games.
Correct.
So I feel like they should have focused on them too.
Correct.
Alam mo
Oo,
yun?
oo,
Tapos
oo.
nagka-experience pa sila sa game. Sila pa yung nang patay. Di ba?
Correct.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sobra.
I guess the VIP experience. Pero parang,
Ay, meron din silang photo cards.
oh,
Ganon.
di ba? Meron
Oo,
silang
oo.
high touch.
High
Ganyan.
touch. Meron silang ID.
Baka may lanyard sila.
Yun,
Oo.
kompleto.
Ay, nako.
So, it's 3 seasons nga and we are finally done with Squid Game. And ang dami nating napag-usapan at marami pang iba na masarap siyang halukayin, I guess, as a show. And I think that's why a lot of people are tuned into it. Alam mo yun, it's become this big brand. So, for you guys, and real quick na lang, what do you think is Squid Game's legacy?
It was a cultural contribution. Am I saying it right?
Oh.
Because the way when Squid Game came out, the fact that everyone started like watch, parang may nabasa ako or nakitang TikTok somewhere na it was because of Squid Game, doon sila napapanood ng iba pang Korean drama.
Oo.
Kasi yun yung ano nila eh. Yun
Gateway
yung,
drug.
Ano nila?
Oo.
Gateway.
In a Chrome
Ay, na
Heart
BTS
Pocket.
nila.
Gateway thumbs.
Oo.
Oo, yun yung BTS nila. Kasi nakita nila na may ganun palang quality ang Korean television. I mean, syempre, for those who have been, watching K-dramas for a long time, they already know that. But not a lot of people in the world do. And Squid Game was that. So I think that's their legacy. Kahit na meron ng per film kasi yun eh, when Parasite came out and it like, and people were just like suddenly opened sa mga mata nila na, oh my God, Koreans can make quality films like this. Parang, ibang mundo pa rin kasi ang drama, ang K-dramas.
Oo.
So I think it's a huge impact and I'm pretty sure that's the reason why. Kasi immediately after Squid Game, yun yung biglang suddenly ang dami ng iba pang Netflix.
That's true.
K-dramas.
Oo nga.
Suddenly mas bolder na yung mga productions because the production of Squid Game was intense. So it kind of really inspired the Koreans to do bigger, to do more. So I think that's their legacy. And no one can take that away from them because like it was a huge contribution talaga.
I think yung legacy ng Squid Game is at its best, considering ang dami kong sinabing hindi ko gusto. But at its best, it shows what Koreans really do best, which is show their culture but package it in a way that feels still very universal and relatable. You learn so much about how things are there, kung paano sila maglaro ng mga bata, kung paano yung mga dynamics nila sa society. And yet, it's so them and yet still so universal. And I think that's one of the things that attracts me to this whole Hallyu culture because of that.
Parang you guys already said what I'm supposed to say. So, yun din. Same thoughts. Exactly same thoughts. Alam mo yun. It is the cultural moment talaga that brought light, the all eyeballs into Korean culture and made sure now we have all these wonderful shows din from Netflix pa to watch, mga K-dramas. Last question for you guys. Alright. So, sa end nga naman itong show, si Lee Jung Jae, before he jumped off the tower, he said, humans are. Pero hindi na niya tinuloy. And then, nahulog na siya. Sabi nga naman ng director, he wanted to be ambiguous. But, para sa inyo, gusto ko malaman, ano ba ang blank na to for you?
Mine would be, humans are flawed, but always deserve a second chance.
Oh.
For me, humans are made of love. That's mine.
Oh, ganda nun. Hopeful! Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oo. For me, humans are complex beings that deserve to be understood. Yun lang. So, mga Sarang Base, para sa inyo, ano ba ang tao? Yun lang.
Philosophy class?
Oo, philosophy class. Existentialism, ito. Okay.
Correct.
Oo. Dali yan. Hindi mo kailangan sagutin ngayon kagad. Hindi mo tayo pass your papers kagad, guys. Kahit bukas yun na kami message. Pag-isipan niyo muna. That is our very extensive, in-depth analysis of Squid Game. I am sure this is just the tip of the iceberg. Sobrang lalim ng show na to. Before we end this episode, alam niyo naman kung anong gagawin natin and we are gonna be playing a game!
Aha!
Di ba nga, sa Squid Game, nung nag-end yung show, nasa Amerika na si frontman, and then nasa kalsada siya, tapos pagtingin niya sa side, nandun, may naglalaro ng Dakji. Kasi nga, global initiative ang Squid Game. Diba? At sino naglalaro ng Dakji kundi none other than Cate Blanchett. Yes, the Cate Blanchett. At ang mga kuro-kuro ay magkakaroon daw ng US version ang Squid Game. Pero bakit tayo hinto sa US version ng Squid Game? Kung pwede rin tayo magkaroon ng Pinoy version ng Squid Game. So, ito ang ating activity for today. Okay? Activity talaga. Correct, yes. Correct. Bilang Squid Game nga naman, saktong kindergarten ang ating vibe. Okay, so I want the girls to give you guys an elevator pitch of their Pinoy version of Squid Game. So, kunyari, binibenta nyo tong concept na to sa Netflix. Pinoy version ng Squid Game. And you have 1 minute and 30 seconds to do your pitch at ma-convince ang Netflix executives na gawin tong Pinoy version. Okay, Sarang Base, are you ready for our pitches? Handa na ba kayo sa Pinoy version ng Squid Game called Larong Pusit? And ang mauuna ay si Monica, and then me, and then si Pia.
Okay.
Pakinggan nyo, guys. And then let us know kung ano sa aming mga sinabi ang mag-work for you. Ang mag-work for you, kayo po ang aming Netflix executives. And gusto namin malaman kung i-greenlight nyo itong pitch namin na ito. Okay. Alright? In 3, 2, 1, and start.
Okay, Filipino Squid Game. So let's start with casting dahil alam mo naman sa mga Pinoy, importante ang mga artista before the story. Maybe, maybe not. So, to begin with, ang ating Dakji person bilang Cate Blanchett nga ay nasabi, ang gusto ko for our Filipino version, it has to be Dolly De Leon. Pak. She may be small, but she packs a bite. So I think she's perfect for it. Gi-hun can be played by Dennis Trillo. The frontman can be played by Mon Confiado. And Sabyok, of course. I love him so much. And isa pang cast, syempre mahabang cast, pero isang pwedeng pang idagdag ay si Sabyok, who si Hoyun's character can be played by Nadine Lustre. Okay. So, concept-wise, imagine Philippine Fiesta. Ganun yung mga konsepto ng mga arena. Makulay, happy, maraming banderitas, but there's so much blood in it. And the games that they can play here, we have Chinese garter. Pero yung Chinese garter, nasa mga tore. So, habang patagal ng patagal, pataas ng pataas, syempre kailangan ng buwelo. Pero, nandun sila sa super-duper high towers. So, a mistake after jumping over the Chinese garter, pwede kang mahulog and then you die. Pwede rin palo sebo. Pwede rin palo sebo and then tusok-tusok. Oh my God, my favorite tusok-tusok. Basically, tusok ka, pero hindi mo alam poison pala kung ano yung fishball or ball na
And the elevator has opened. Doon po tayo nag-end sa tusok-tusok.
Tusok-tusok. Ang dami ko pang game, shit. Oo nga eh.
Ayan. Pero gusto ko yung pagbabalik ni Mon Confiado.
Oo. Kasi may Korean version na siya, so kailangan pakita din siya dito.
Correct.
Because Mon's so efficient. He can do anything.
Correct. Oo. Tama. Okay.
Trancy's turn. 3, 2,
Yes.
1, and go.
Okay. So, ani pa nga ni Monica, nauuna talaga sa Filipino ang casting. At tama kami ng inisip kasi ang aking kinast din dito ay si Dolly De Leon. Pero not as, yes, because diba, she's a Netflix darling, and an
Correct.
award-winning actress, diba? If we want an award-winning show, it has to be helmed by an award-winning actress. So, pero sa akin, siya ang ating bida, kumbaga siya ang gihun natin. At ang storyline niya ay isa siyang OFW na uming Pilipinas at marami siyang debt. So, para may relatability, diba? Okay, so papasok siya sa arena, di ba? Kukunin na siya. Tapos dadalhin na siya doon sa Squid Game. Okay? Ang gusto ko, syempre nag-focus ako sa costume. Dapat, bilang sa Pilipinas, di ba? Mga elementary school, naka-uniform. So, instead of tracksuit, naka-uniform sila. Di ba?
Okay.
Oo. So, parang pwedeng iba-ibang uniform. May Miriam, may Saints ko, gano'n. Ateneo, ganyan. Para medyo, alam mo yun, we're covering all the bases. So, tsaka yung mga ibang mga mga schools sa iba't ibang parte ng Pilipinas. Okay. And, ang pinaka-importante sa akin, at pivotal to sa success ng Squid Game 1 is the big doll. At sino ba ang simbolo ng Pilipinas sa buong mundo? Si
Tiyanak?
Jollibee.
Ay,
Hindi.
10 seconds.
Oo. So, magkaroon tayo ng malaking Jollibee na nagsushoot ng laser through the eyes. Okay? So, maganda to kasi ibig sabihin, sponsored din tayo ng Jollibee, Netflix.
And,
Yun lang ang aking
okay.
pitch.
Bumukas ang elevator. Tama. Dahil sa Jollibee, bida ang saya.
Ang saya. Correct. Tama ka dyan. Okay. Alright, Pia,
Traumatizing.
are you ready? In 3, 2, 1, and go.
Okay, so sa Pilipinas, napakahalaga ng mga love team. Kaya imbis na Squid Game or Larong Pusit, tatawagin natin itong Langit, Lupa, Singles, Impyerno. At ang magiging bida dito ay si Don Bell dahil sila ang sikat na love team. At ang magiging pinaka-thread ng kanilang gagawin dito, pipiliin ba nila pera o pag-ibig? Yan ang
ganda.
struggle ng lahat ng sasali dito. Because love teams reign supreme in the Philippines.
Yes,
And I thank
yes.
you.
Ay,
Hindi ko na
wala
tinapos
bang
yung
game?
time.
Yung game?
Ay.
Wala ka bang game na makakontribute?
Syempre yung ginawa ni Dex, yung parang may tug of
Oo.
war dun sa sa sand. May mga ganyan.
Oo, mga ganon. Oo.
Mga may landian, tapos may patayan. Ganyan.
Oo.
Because
Tama.
there's still love in the midst of war. Yan.
Correct, totoo
ang
yan.
tagline
Oo nga.
ng ating
Tama.
Langit, Lupa, Singles, Impyerno.
And the
And
elevator
I thank
door
you.
has opened. And I think
So, dapat
ABS-CBN will get this.
Don Bell.
Oo, Don Pele.
Like, to be fair, ang daming commentaries sa mga pinagsasabi natin. So, ito pa lang, may sinasabi na tayo about Filipino
Exactly.
society.
Oo,
Culture, like how we think.
Correct.
Alam mo
Mahilig tayo
yun.
sa Jollibee.
Correct.
Yun.
Oo. Combine
Yun
everything.
And the importance of artista over
Yes.
Totoo
And
yan.
dapat nasa fiesta. Dapat pala
Correct.
fiesta games. Ganyan.
Oo, kailangan fiesta. Ay, yung mga habulan ng biik, ganon.
Correct.
Pero yung
Kaya
biik,
nasa
baboy
listahan
ramo.
ko yun.
Dapat baboy. Kasi killer eh. Kailangan baboy ramo siya. So that is our episode for today. Thank you guys for watching and listening. That is Squid Game 3. And I hope you guys enjoyed our little discussion na sobrang, medyo tumagal tayo ng slide. Tumagal tayo, di ba? Oo, tumagal tayo ng slide. Pero sobrang in-depth naman kasi talaga ng show na to na you really just want to get into it. So, if you guys follow us on our socials, we are on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. If you are enjoying our content, we'd love your support. Please hit that follow button and give us a 5-star review on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. Your feedback helps us grow and brings more amazing content your way. Sarang Base! Thank you. You're the best. Gomawo, Chegoya, and Sarang Hey!
Sarang hey!
Sarang hey! Love you guys!
Oh my God, what if yung tusok-tusok game, instead of fishball yung tinutusok, tao
Hello!
yung
Girl, sobrang morbid.
So, lahat mamamatay.
So, yung arena, isang kaldero.
Oo.
Tapos, umaangat yung, hindi kailangan oil. Pwedeng water.
Oo.
So, habang tumatagal, nag-rise yung water. Ngayon, ang kailangan gawin ng players is makalabas ng kaldero. But to do that, it's either sumabit sila sa stick or, I don't know, some other way to climb that giant
they work
caldero.
together. So, ang gandang emphasis din yun sa...
Or they work together.
Kasi diba yun,
Pull
meron tayo.
each other down.
Correct.
Oo.
Or just wait for the water to
Pero
rise.
ang catch, every now and then, there are spikes that would come in. So, you don't know if you're gonna get hit.
Oo, correct. Pagkatapos, kung matusok ka pa, hindi ka pa sure kung saan ka isasawsaw. Sa suka or sa maanghang.
Sakit.
Yun yung struggle mo.
Oh my God.
Suka ka ba or sa anghang ka?
Parehong masakit.